Hi, good morning all. I think I'm audible to everyone. Okay, now I welcome all to this section where I'll be taking a webinar on Odoo Studio app and in Odoo 15. And let me give a quick introduction about myself. Myself, Amal from Cybrosys Technologies. So let me take uh, Okay, now let's see why studio. So basically, every business and every company will be unique in their own way. So for effective and efficient management of every business, there will be need of some specific tools. That's why, and with the Odoo platform, we'll be able to create a well-defined applications with specific tools, which will help us with operational aspects of the business and the operations management, etc. And we all know that every ERP we need a custom in order to make a custom tool. We can only create it with the help of a developer or someone who's having a technical knowledge. So Odoo basically comes with a solution for this thing, and sometimes, and we all know that sometimes it will be hard to hire a developer for just a simple task, or sometimes we will have to wait until we are having a huge number of issues and we need to solve all those. So then only we will be hiring a developer or someone. So Odoo is here with a solution for all these tasks and all these long waiting time and all. And that's why basically this Studio app is introduced. And now let me tell you what the Studio app is. Studio app is actually a basic toolbox that allows you to add modules and or adapt or modify functionalities on top of Odoo's standard behavior without any coding knowledge. And you can also create custom views and modify the existing one without having, without knowing any uh, technical knowledge. And even an experienced developer can also sometimes use a Studio app to make their application better and in a short period of time. The result is a user-friendly solution that makes customization and design new applications easy without any programming skills. So let's go to some basic informations of the studio. And these are the main basic things we need to know before creating an app or designing a thing in Odoo using Studio module. And those are modules, fields, relational fields, views, etc. So let's see one by one. And the first one is a module. Module is actually a basic structure of a real world object. Like for example, what we see here is some basic apps like live chat, dashboard apps, etc. Even those fleet is an app in Odoo. Basically, it is a real world entity, a real world object, which is being converted into a set of data or tables so that we can manage it using Odoo. And basically it contains objects like models. Models are basically tables, which we will be learning in the next we will be seeing in the next slide. And basically it is a set of tables where we can record all the data or information, and it will be easy for us to store those data and make it online, and it will be easy for us. And we can also define the views of these objects, like we will be knowing some of the views like list view, Kanban view, etc. We can make those views and some data files which we will be having, like we will be we will have a need of adding data, some default data into some models, and those things can be actually done using these modules. And some web controllers. Web controllers are basically the controllers which helps in managing these models, which we can see in the coming slides. Then next is models. Models are the logical or the basic database or the data structure. It's basically a set of informations stored in a table, and those tables are actually called as a model. And these models can be linked to each other and to every other model so that we can we can have related tables and those all those things. And the next thing is fields. And fields are the basic unit of a model or a table, and these fields are the main unit or the main part where we'll be storing all those data inside a model. And there are basically two types of field. Those are basic fields and relational fields. And basic fields. Basic fields are actually containing simple values like the numbers, text, some selection field, etc. And those are called the basic field. And next one is a relational field. Okay, now relational field. Relational field are the field which helps us to relate one model with another model, and basically we can do that in different types uh, there are of many types like one to many, many to one, and many to many. Let's see that in the next slide. Basically, one to many means one model or a record in one model is related to different other models. Different other models means one record from a module is related to different other models, and then many to one fields are actually fields different fields. Different fields are actually related to a single field in another table, and an example for this is the partners have been stored in the contacts, and we will be able to choose a partner from the purchase order or the sales order. And those fields are actually many to one field. Like this single contact can be used by different records. Like it can be used in the sale order, in the purchase order, or any other things like that. This many to one is an example of that. Then many to many. If we are looking into an example, uh, the tag in the some records like some sale order, purchase order, where we can choose different a lot of tags for a single record. Those are actually an example of many to many field. Like it will be related to it can be related to many records in many models, and that's basically related fields. And then next is views. Views are actually used for displaying those records which we saved in the tables to in a good looking manner. Usually we do that by specifying it in XML code, but Odoo Studio helps us to get rid of that, and we can simply drag and drop everything, and we can just create different types of views. And some basic views are actually form view, list view, Kanban view. And next is the menus. Menu is actually what we are seeing as the options in the navbar, where we can select and we will be redirected to different pages. And all those models are coming under these menus. And now next, let's see. Uh, okay, now actually these are the basic things and the basic concepts of Studio module. And now let's go to create a new app. Okay, now let's consider creating a new app, which is a convention center or convention center management system. So we will be having, okay, in that I'm going to create actually a model, and at first let's create an app. In order to create an app using Studio module, let's first we have to install the Studio module. Basically, I have done that actually. It's installed, and then let's go to the this button over here, which will redirect us to the Studio module. And here we can see a new app button. We just need to click onto it and to the next button. And it's standard. And we can change the color of the icon using these things, and we can change the symbol in this icon. And just click onto this. And now we are going to create the basic um, model in this app. And since it is a convention center and the basic model is different hall and different rooms that are available in this convention center. So I'll be naming it as hall, and it's a new model, so I'll be choosing that. Okay, now Odoo will ask us to whether we need to add some basic items into that or not. So let's add some basic items like it's already chosen by chatter, then custom sorting, archiving, etc. have been added already. So let me just add a picture of it. Okay, now click on to create your app. Okay, now what we see is a basic model, and you can start designing it according to plan. Like I have planned it to add a name, whole name at the top, so it's there. I will rename it. You will just need to click onto this and rename it. It's whole name. Then next, I will be adding a responsible person name, and a responsible person name is actually a many to one field. So let's add that. For that, we just need to go to this add button, and we have to choose this many to one option and drag and drop to here. And we need to specify the relation of this field with the other model. So it is related to the contact module. So I will choose this one, contact, and click on confirm. And since it is a responsible person, I will be renaming this as responsible person. Okay, now that's it. Okay, now we are having three options whether it is to be invisible in some conditions, or required in some conditions, or readable in some conditions. So I will be giving it as required. Okay, now that's it. And if we need to add some help button, where, like if we put the mouse over here, it will show a pop-up with an information like what it is basically to do, etc. will be shown over here. And we can just add it if we need. And placeholder means we can show an information on what this thing basically is, like the 2000. Okay, now that's it. And now let's add the next item, and that's the number of the hole or the unique identification number. That's actually a text field. Then we try networking tracking. Unique identification number. So I will be giving just UID. Okay, that's it. And next, we can add the maximum number of guests that can be accommodated in this hall. And so that's actually basically integer field. So I'll be dropping this here. Max guest. Okay, now it will we can give the help tool or placeholder and the widget. If we need to change it, we can change it. So I'm not going to do that now. And we can add a default value if needed. So I'm going to remove that actually. Okay, now that's it. Now let's add the sometimes it's already need some maintenance work. So that can be specified. That need to be specified. So I'll be adding this maintenance needed, and it's actually a multi-line text so that he can give a description about it. So I'll be adding it now. Okay, that's it. So now that's actually maintenance. Okay, now that's it. And now we can add actually a tab which tells about all the facilities available in this thing. So let's do that. In order to add a new tab, we just need to drag and drop this tab to here. Okay, now we can specify that it's facility. Okay, now here I'm going to add some facilities that are already available for this whole, that's some general uh, facilities that are available. And so that we can just drag and drop this checkbox from here to here. Okay, now I'll be renaming the Wi-Fi provider. Wi-Fi provider. Then I'll be adding some more. It's air conditioned or open air. If it's an open air hall, you can just do that. So that I'll be adding a yeah, that's it. You know, project is like some halls will be having some projectors and all. Okay, now that's it, and we can save it. This project. Okay, now here actually now if you go to our basic dashboard, you will be able to see the newly created app over here. You can just click on it, and you can see a basic app. But it's that simple. We just took only some 5 minutes or 10 minutes to just create it. Even if that's so complex, also we can do that in no time. So basically, it's that, and let's see if we can. Now let's see how to create some views of this thing of this app. In order to create the views of this app, we just need to click onto this views button, and you will be able to see different types of view that have been available. Like the general views are form view, and the multiple views that are other available are list view and Kanban view. And you can just click onto this one. So you'll be redirected to the form view. And if you need to add a Kanban view, you can just click on this Kanban view, and we can click some basic tabs have been added already. So we can click onto that. I'm not going to do that. Okay, we can actually activate or disable all those views using this. So since Kanban view is not a necessary thing for my holes, I'm not going to do that. Now was it? And now let me create a new app, new view where I can reserve this hole, and basically it will give some more information like uh, the progress bar and all can be added over here. So let's see that. In order to add that, we just need to go to the views and then can create a new menu, just make a new model. Now it will be containing a responsible person, etc. I'd like to add a responsible person. Then the number of days it is being used, so I'll be adding a date range. Then a pipeline. Pipeline is actually the stages that is shown in the top of model. Then features. Then we can add other things, all the other things in the below. Okay, now let's see what we need to add. Actually, we need to add the first thing. It's the rest partner, that the partner name, the person who we had given this role to. So we can add that. For that, we need to choose. We need one option, and it's related to the customer. So that's actually contact. So, okay, now that's it. Then next is the whole UID. That's actually what we have added in the other the previous menu. It's actually text field. So let's add that too. So that's it. Then next is the purpose. Like for what this whole is being rendered. For that, we can choose a selection field. So I'll add that. We can specify the different options that are available in the selection field. Like, um, then we can add. Okay, now let it be free, and I will add one more other. Okay, confirm. Okay, now we can rename it. Like purpose. Okay, the next one which we need to add is the number of days where it will be rendered for. We can add numeric field or text field. Actually, we can add a numeric field or a text field for the same purpose, because it's okay to do that. But now I'm giving it as the teacher field. Okay, okay. And now the select dates that the date range from starting date to end date. Since I have added date range in the while creating this menu, it has been added by default. So I'll be just renaming it. That's date range, and we can add the start date and end date. Then next one is the is it in progress, or like if it is actually reserved or not. So we can add that. It's reserved. Like if this hall is being reserved to someone, then we can just checkbox this one. We can just enable it so that we will be able to know whether it's currently rented to someone or not. Then we can add the responsible person. It's already there, so I'll be renaming it. But actually, I think it's better to add a new one. You can remove anyone from this and adding a new one. Since the responsible person is to be a login user, I will be choosing users option. Users. Okay. Okay. Now that's it. So we forgot to add the options in the status bar. Actually, we can add. We can customize it according to our need. And the first one, let it in the reserve. I think we need to add it all the time, or just remove it and start it. Okay, add a pipeline. Okay, now there is options to add the different tables, different stages. So basically, the first one is reserve. Then next is table. It means like if it is been the customer have checked in, then he can use it. Then it can be added to this stage, like in the progress. The next one is checked out. Checked out, and now the last one is okay, confirm it, and that's it. Now I think it's okay. Good for now. This field is actually my favorite. It has been added already by Odoo since I have given it in the first. Okay, now that's it. And let's close that. Okay, now that's it. Okay, now at the first view, we can see the different roles that are being available. So I will be adding one. You can enter some data and we can check that. And the responsible person for this, let it be someone. Okay, actually, there is we need to change this responsible person from the contacts to the user. So we can do some changes on the go also. So I'll just edit it. Can click onto this, and we can see the responsible person over here. Actually, we need to change this from responsible person to the users from the contact. So we'll just remove it and add it again. Yeah, now let's close that. So now that's it. Only the logged in users will be displayed over here now. So let's name it first. Then the responsible person is not enough. Then the how UID is okay. Now that unique ID of this hole and the maximum users that can be accommodated in this hole is 250. Then the maintenance reduction since there is no maintenance actually for this hole, so I will be keeping that. And the facilities available for this are actually air condition. Then the projectors are also available, so we save it and create a new one. So and let the responsible person be Michelle with me. And then the whole UID is 0013. And the maximum guest that can be accommodated in this hall is actually it will be 500. Okay, now it's actually it will Wi-Fi is available in this hall, air conditioned, then projectors are available, so which is in also. And that's it. Now we can see the list view of the halls that are being available. So basically, it will show only the first thing. That's the hall name in here. So we can actually edit that just by clicking onto that studio button. And basically, it will show it the list view since we have access to the studio from that view. Or if we are in any other view, we can just switch it. Like if we are in the form view, we can switch to list view by just clicking onto here. So we can see that. And if we need to add some new field, like some related field, we can add that. Uh, we can choose from the existing one. Okay, now it will show the responsible username over here. So I will be just dragging and dropping over to here. Okay, now that's it. Okay, now that's it. Next is all reservation. Then we can see actually we need to select this whole UID as a minute one field. That's a mistake too. So we can rectify that just by clicking onto the Studio app again. And it's here. You can just do that. Or we can just add the whole name of the email. So you can drag and drop this one field over here. It's whole. Okay. And we can remove this one. Okay, that's it. And close it. Okay, now we will be able to see the holes that have been created in the other model over here, and the contact person, the person who have booked this hole, who is going to book this hole, can be added over here. We can change the name from the contacts to customer, so we can just switch it again. Close that. And now customer, so I'll be using Azure India, like it will be the person who have contacted us for booking this hole. The next one we have opted for the hole number one, and this purpose is actually birthday party. Uh, so that's it. All right. Then the number of days we need is actually for just one day, and the date we would like to have it is from like from the 50 to 60. It would be from for 16 hours. Okay, so that's it. Okay, now we can choose a responsible user for that. The person who is looking after this whole, or the person who need to make the arrangements, all those can be added over here. So it would be Michelle and save it. And that's it. And now we can actually change it to different states directly. It is a new stage, and we can change it to in progress, then or etc. Yeah, please. Let me do a reserve then. Okay, now there is some, we can see some issues in this Kanban view, like it is not showing any data over here. So we can change that, and we can also change the state. Okay, for that we can just switch to staging view, and we can see some information have been provided over here already. So we can change it, or we can add a new field. For UID, and change this priority to that. Okay, then okay, then we can see all the fields that are available in this model over here. We can drag and drop that to here. So I'll add the responsible person, or the person who have booked this. It's customer. So I'll add that. So now let's close that. We can change the stages from stages to pipeline status bar, since that is our states. So just close it. Okay, now we can see all the states that's referred. We can create a new one. where did we want? It range from 10 to play, save it, and we can change this to in progress. We can see the new stages here. Okay, that's it. And now let's go create a report for this. So creating a report, we actually would like to add the whole number, the customer name, from date, due date, and the number of customers, number of guests in the report. So to do that, you can just go to this, to our app and switch to the studio module. Then we can just click on to the reports over here. We can create a new report, and there are three options like external report or the internal report or the blank report. Basically, for the blank report, it will be just a piece of A4 size paper, and nothing will be added in that. For example, some footers and headers can be added in that. And for external one, it will be adding some other information like the logo, the footer, and the page number, etc. will be there. And actually, we would like to, I would like to add some basic details, just the title, like the reservation report. So to add a title, I just need to drag and drop this text field over here to here. Okay, when clicking on it, we can rename it. It's the reservation report. Reservation report, and we can change this one. We can specify the position of this text field. Okay, I would like to put that in the center, in the middle. So I will use put the margin in the side, so that should be 200. And then approximately the center, so we are just somewhere. Okay, now that's in the middle of the report, and that's it. And okay, now I would like to add the columns now, and the first one is column number. For that, actually, we need to put the table, data table. We can add that. So that's it's from the whole. For example, okay, we need to specify to which it is redirected to. Like it's the name. Actually, since I have added it from the menu hall, it is showing the halls. So I will I will add it from the halls reservation. Okay, now let's prepare. Okay, create, external, sentence. Okay, the margin to the field. That's it. Now let me try and drop the thing. Okay, now that's from the whole reservation. Okay, now let's add from whole UID. Okay, that's it. Okay, we'll add to need to add the minute mini field to this item. So Okay, now let's add. Okay, now let's add some other fields. In order to add some fields, we can actually drag and drop this field form from here to here. Okay, now that's it. So now this is how we can create a PDF report, and we can actually modify a report if we need to from the existing thing also. And now let's see modifying different views or some different reports that have been already existing in Odoo. For that, let's go to sales and let's go to sale order. And look, if we need to customize this sale order, we can actually do that. Like we can add different informations over here. Like if we need to add if we need to add any informations, we can do that, and we can do the customizations in the sale order from here. We can make the changes over here, and it will be basically it will be showing the form view. And if we need to make any changes in the list view, we can just click onto this, and we can add in information. If we can add different fields just by dragging and dropping. All the fields inside this model will be listed in the existing fields. We can just do that, and we can drag and drop, and we can add any new fields if we need to just by dragging and dropping. Then next is reports. In the reports, we can actually see there are two reports of already added. One is quotation and the pro forma. So let's edit the quotations. We can actually edit all the information in the report over here. We can make any changes. I would like to change this order to number. We can make those changes. And actually we can see all the reports that have been generated in this model are actually listed over here. We can just switch that from the first record to the second record and see how it works on the different records, and we can make the modifications if needed. And next is translations. In translations, we can see all the translations that have been added into this module will be listed over here. And if we need to make any modification in that, we can change that. And next is automated action. And here we will be, if some automated actions are available, then it will be listed over here. We can create a new automated action from here, like let it be updating the quantity. You can select the model and activate and trigger on when it should be triggered, like when creation or updation or on what circumstances it should be updated will be listed, will be shown here. Then next is update record, and then we can actually uh, we can specify what it should be done over here, like the field, which field should be changed, what value should it be changed with. All those information can be added using this automated action. Then I'm not going to do that now. Then next is filter rules and websites. And we can create a website form from here, and we can set up a form like uh, if the customer needs to add some forms in the website, some custom forms, it can be added through this portion over here. I can just say it. Okay, now those are some basic information about our about the Studio app, and the next is some simple information, like some simple tricks that we can use for the Studio app. Those are exporting and importing a module. Like if we are having some customizations done in this module, then we can actually import export this module from this database to another database, simply just by clicking onto the studio module. From here, from the dashboard, we can do see an option customization. Here we can having an option to change the background, but for now let's see how to export. We just need to click onto this export, and all the customizations that have been done in this module using Studio app will be exported as a zip file. We can save it, and if we close it, and we can actually create a new database, and we can add it to our new database from here. Like we can just go to our new data. Currently, I'm not having a separate one, so I will be explaining over here. Like we just need to switch to Studio, and we can click on this customization, and we can click on the import button, and we can choose that file which we have exported from the other database, and we can import it simply. That's how we can do that. And next is editing the reports using XML. This part is actually for some developers. Like some developers will be having some issues with the designing of reports. This part will be helpful for them. In order to do that, we just need to activate the debug mode. Like we can just click onto this button over here, or we can add a debug one. Uh, You just need to add the debug equal to 1 over here, and we will be redirecting to the debugging mode. I hope all the developers will be doing that. Or if we can go to we can also go to the developer mode by going to settings and go to the bottom portion. We will be having an option over here called the activate the developer mode. Since it is activated, currently it is shown deactivated. So now let's go to the app, like in the source module. Then we can do it another for now, the accounting. Okay, now let's go to the Studio app. So now we can click onto reports. There is no reports. Okay. Now we will be able to see all the reports over here. We can just click onto someone, like for example, let it be the delivery slip. And now we can see all the information that have been shown in the Studio module. Basics will be also shown here. Apart from that, we will be having an option called XML over here. When we click onto this XML, we will be able to see the XML that have been created for this book. Since it is a minimal one, it is having a minimal one. Let me choose a big one, a complex one. Um, let's go to sales and do that. Open invoice, reports, XML. Okay, now it's showing some basic information only. Actually, we can access basic the reports from here, and we can do the customizations. We need from here. Like we can add, for simply, we can choose different templates that have been already been available in this in Odoo from here. and we can perform the editing over there. And this part is actually useful for the developers. And these are some basic informations and basic things from the studio module. And studio module. And that's it for now. And I hope you all understand this. If you're having any queries, feel free to ask that in the chat option that is available in the in this meeting, and we'll be looking into it, and we'll be contacting you back. And or you can contact us through cybrosys.com, or you can mail us to our email ID, and you can contact us, and we can give any clarification regarding this topic to you. And thank you for being patient, and thank you for attending this section. Thank you.